Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content,
but viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
We begin this week at the Dorchester County Historical Society to join a woodworking workshop.
It's then off to Gateway Subaru to check out the redesigned 2025 Subaru Forester.
Scorchy introduces us to a small caliber marksmanship team with a big goal.
And we'll see how Pivot Bio's nitrogen delivery system is making a difference out in the field.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch.
Lauren and I would love to wish the National Park Service a very happy 108th birthday, which is on August 25th.
We would have also had loved to celebrate National Waffle Day, but apparently someone doesn't love me as much as he says he does.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
Gatekeepers of Delmarva tradition are always on the hunt for those who will carry the torch.
And the Dorchester County Historical Society is hoping that some hands-on woodworking can light that fire.
Zoe, tell us what we've got going on here at the Dorchester County Historical Society today.
We have a very special woodpecker carving class for kids. It's recommended for ages 8 to 12, but this is a perfect chance for kids of a variety of age groups to get their hands into carving for the first time. Now, this doesn't include carving knives, but they do get to paint, sand, and put together their very own woodpecker door knocker. So it's an interesting way to introduce them to what we call a heritage craft.
We've seen the decoys, we've seen the doves. What sparked the idea of, you know what, woodpecker door knocker, that's the way to go?
Well, our president, Zeke Willie, is usually in charge of the classes, and he decided last year to do a dove and a whale with the kids. And those both went great, but we said, well, let's try something a little more interactive. So the door knocker idea came up. And a woodpecker was a new bird, fun to do, and it gives you a little bit of color. They got the red head, and the idea of it being a door knocker fits perfectly with the woodpecker. So it's something that the kids are going to be annoying their parents with, I'm sure.
And there's probably a sense of pride that they get from this versus basically anything else that they're doing during the summertime.
Yes, it's a unique way for them to get to meet other kids here in the county too, who are about their age group, who may not go to the same school as them, but are also having a little bit of the same interests. So we're seeing some connections among the kids, and it's fun to see them return for other classes.
And there are a lot of other classes that you guys offer here.
Yes, and we don't just offer classes for kids. The other workshops that we tend to do are adult carving classes. We do a quilting workshop, which is coming up soon, and we have several basket making classes throughout the year.
And how can folks find out about these events and, you know, get registered to come out?
Well, the Dorchester County Historical Society is on Facebook, but we also have a webpage, dorchesterhistory.com. And it is easy to call us up or email us anytime that people are interested in registering. We're happy to set them up with that. We usually have more details when we can talk to somebody in person than even in our flyers, so it helps to contact us first.
Such a neat and creative activity for kids to be involved in.
And to think, back in my day, we were gluing together popsicle sticks to make birdhouses.
That is unbelievable.
I'm saying.
No, I just meant I didn't know popsicles have been around that long.
Okay. Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. We'll be right back.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. higher standards.
We always love seeing our friends at Gateway Subaru in Delmar.
And they have a new arrival on the showroom floor that might just get you excited to see them too. Once again, here at Gateway Subaru in Delmar and hanging out with our friend Kyle. And Kyle, you got something special here behind us, the 2025 Forester.
Yeah, everybody's been anticipating this, including me. I really like the way they redesigned it. This is a full redesign for 2025. You start, noticing up front, a little bit bigger, SUV-esque looking, but still same old tried and true Subaru.
Tell us what's different this year with the whole remodeling of it.
So for starters, the whole front grille is completely redesigned, from the shape of the headlights, the fog light position, the shape of the grille, everything's been fully redone. On the sides, they've actually added functional vents for helping with a little bit of brake cooling, because if you're taking off-road, going downhill, you're going to be on the brakes, you're going to heat them up a lot, right? So you got some functional venting. The Touring Forester finally has cooled seats. Everybody's been asking for them. So now, along with the heated seats, we got the cooled seats. So the cargo space is a little bit wider in the back, but it's not necessarily because the vehicle itself is wider. They have made do more with the sidewalls. So they have tried to put the sidewalls of the cargo area out a little bit further. So now, and then the sill in the back is more flat. So it's easy to just slide stuff in and out. You're going out kayaking or whatever your outdoor adventures are. You can fit your tent, your backpacks, your supplies, everything in the cargo area.
Is there anything revamped with the powertrain?
Powertrain's still the same. We're looking at the 4-cylinder boxer motor, still only one option. Which is good because you don't have to do I need the power? Do I not need the power? Doesn't matter. You're getting the 4-cylinder. The CVT is going to be the same. All-wheel drive system is going to be the same. Where it's really going to shine is the comfortability and the cargo space in the back.
So that's that tried and true that you were talking about. It's been out there for years. People love it. It's reliable, dependable, and that when you put on the gas, you're going to get to where you need to get to, and you're going to get there now in style.
That is absolutely correct.
So it looks like this is going to be a great all-around vehicle for not only the families, but also the outdoor adventurous.
Absolutely, and to piggyback off of that, the sports with the kids aren't getting any cheaper, right? And as a matter of fact, I think they're getting more expensive with the more stuff you have to add on every year. Not necessarily the case with the Foresters, or any of the Subarus for that matter. With trim level for trim level, you're going to get more bang for the buck with any of our Subarus than you will with any of the competitors. And that's just basic stuff to keep in mind, the safety standards that are going to be standard, like the eyesight on the vehicle, the all-wheel drive system that's going to be standard on the Subarus. I mean, it's just extra value that you're not paying extra for.
Kyle, once again, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
And if you want to come check this out for yourself, do so right here at Gateway Subaru in Delmarva. As always, to get more information about the 2025 Forester, service, accessories, specials, and more, go online to gatewaysubaru.com.
Outdoors Delmarva returns right after these messages.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
In the world of competitive marksmanship, size doesn't matter.
And in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws, it's neither the size of the ammunition nor the one squeezing the trigger.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
Clarksville, Tennessee, here we come. That's the cry of the Salvation Army Boys Club BB shooting team. 7 youngsters ranging in age from 12 to 14, survivors from 111 originally involved in the club shooting program, will represent the state of Maryland in the International BB Shooting Championship on July the 9th through the 11th in that Tennessee city. It's an honor achieved after only 4.5 years of existence of the BB shooting program at the club. and much of the credit must be given to 4 dedicated instructors: Harvey Timmons, Gil Baker, Clifton Phillips, and Leon Phillips. Although being named to the #1 team is the ultimate goal of all participating youngsters, it's what they learn before becoming proficient that is a prime purpose of the program.
The whole basis of it is safety. #1 is to teach the kid from shooting someone else, to teach the kid the safety of the weapon, to teach the kid how to handle the weapon, to teach the kid to control the weapon, teach the kid marksmanship and shooting, to teach the kid to be safe at all times with the weapon, whether he be handling it in the home, on the range, or hunting.
These kids learned their lesson well. So next week, it's on to Clarksville, Tennessee to face teams from all the states in our nation and several foreign countries. The first team ever from the Salisbury area to participate in this prestigious event. And John Chatham, speaking for all his teammates, puts it best.
It's a great honor and privilege because I think it's really nice that I'm able to represent the state of Maryland and Tennessee in the national match. And I'm glad I made the team, and I'm looking forward to going in July.
Scorchy is wondering our Delmarva land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is sponsored by Shorts Marine. Online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that Beach Plum Island National Preserve is 129 acres of Delaware protected land?
Did you know that even though it's physically separated from it, Beach Plum Island is considered part of Cape Henlopen State Park?
And did you know that Beach Plum Island represents the only wilderness beach in the state park system?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Everyone wants a solid return on their investment, especially farmers.
Because when it comes to farming success, we are all winners.
And Pivot Bio seems to be just the ace up the sleeve that farmers are looking for. When you started, tell us a little bit about the struggles that you were seeing as a farmer.
Yeah, so obviously every year is different. A lot of factors go into it, weather and different things like that. But it just seems like when you're putting on a lot of nitrogen, you're just not sure how reliable that is. You know, there's a lot of different factors. It can volatilize, it can leach through the ground, it can volatilize into the air. You may not be getting 100% of your nitrogen. So that's when 3 years ago I joined up with Pivot Bio and became a sales rep for them. And what that product does is ensure that the nitrogen stays in the ground with the plant, and you know, you're utilizing 100% of your nitrogen that we're putting down.
Now, can you explain to me exactly how this works?
Yeah, so it's a product that you either put on your in-furrow fertilizer, or you can put it on your seed if you have bulk seed in your planter, and it attaches to the roots of the seed once it starts growing, and it turns the atmospheric nitrogen in the air and converts it to a form of nitrogen that the corn plant can use, and it steadily feeds it nitrogen throughout the growing season. And like I said, the main takeaways are, it's, you know, whether it rains or it's hot and dry or whatever the weather conditions are, we know this nitrogen is going to provide 40 pounds, or this product is going to provide 40 pounds of nitrogen to your corn plant.
We're going long stretches without rain, and yet your corn is thriving. What would be the biggest attributes that you are saying, you know, this is why?
Yeah, I think just the nitrogen that this product has created is really helping it, you know, hold on a little bit longer, stay greener, and just maximize the potential that it has.
Now, Shane, the word sustainability gets thrown around a lot these days. How are you seeing Pivot Bio help you with that sustainability?
I really like it because I know that my nitrogen is staying with the plant. We don't have to worry about volatilization or leaching out into the ground and losing that nitrogen. So it's just it just really stays put with the plan, and I know I'm getting it all. And it also using less synthetic nitrogen. So some people might save a trip across the field, which saves on time, fuel, and cost and wear and tear in the equipment, by saving a trip across the field. So basically, this product's a nitrogen replacement product. So we're not actually increasing yields or making any big splashes and breakdowns, but what we're doing is reducing how much synthetic nitrogen we're using, and basically we're getting the same yields as I was 3 or 4 years ago, but I'm using less nitrogen, I'm using less cost per acre, and attaining the same yields, which means my return on investment has gone up.
And Shane, part of the return on investment that you're getting is that you're actually getting money back per acre because this product is so effective. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So as a way of reducing the amount of nitrogen that I'm putting on, synthetic nitrogen that I'm putting on my field, Pivot Bio has called the N-OVATOR program, where you go through a process of proving that you've cut back your nitrogen use, and they will actually pay you anywhere from $5 to $10 an acre, depending on like what the I guess like a carbon footprint type program would be. So that market varies from year to year, but I have seen some real nice return on that.
All right, well, congratulations on a very successful year, and thanks for taking some time with us.
All right, thank you, sir.
If you're a farmer and you're looking for success in your fields, talk to your fellow farmers who are finding that success with Pivot Bio.
We're taking a look at your latest photos when Outdoors Delmarva returns.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Eric Jensen of Georgetown got a keeper tautog from the South Jetty of the Indian River Inlet. Eric said the fish measured in at 18 inches and weighed 3.5 pounds.
Parker Sapp of Hartley went fishing off the coast of Chincoteague with her family and had the biggest catch of the day with this beautiful spade fish.
12-year-old Cameron Bell of Lewis got his line wet in a neighbor's pond and managed to haul in a personal best largemouth. Cameron said the bass weighed in at 9.5 pounds. That must have been fun to reel in.
Susan Murphy of Ocean City sent us a few photos of some of her travels around the area, like this swallowtail butterfly from her home, this box turtle seen along Ratcliffe Trail, and the fog rolling in near Martin Fish Company.
It's good to see that Sasha is still out there enjoying the summer. She really might be living a better life than all of us.
And Jerry Coble of Bridgeville had herself a nursery of raccoon kits huddling around the window well outside of her house.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Keep sending in those wonderful viewer photos by going to outdoorsdelmarva.com and clicking the banner at the top of the page, or you can scan the QR code in the bottom corner of your screen.
We hope to see you right back here again next week. But until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you
Outdoors Delmarva.
Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine and Bell Creek Equipment.